Ronald Reagan was right. The closest thing to immortality is a government program. California's misbegotten high-speed train project is an expensive example of Reagan's insight. Hello, I'm Steve Forbes, and this is What's Ahead, where you get the insights you need to better navigate these turbulent times. Back in the early 2000s, California politicians fell in love with the idea of a 520-mile bullet train connecting San Francisco and Los Angeles with various stops in between. After all, countries like China, Japan, and various European nations had passenger trains that could run at remarkable top speeds of 200 or more miles per hour. Plans and dazzling public relations presentations were put together. Voters were impressed and improved a referendum in 2008 of nearly $10 billion to get the thing started. But the passenger projections and the revenues the bullet train would supposedly collect were pure fantasy, verging on fraud. So were the original cost estimates, which were $33 billion. Moreover, the train was supposed to be completed by 2020. The whole thing has been a disgraceful boondoggle, even by government standards. Here we are, 5 years after the bullet train was supposed to be up and running, and the state hasn't even begun to lay the 119-mile of track between two cities, both far from the original destinations of Los Angeles and San Francisco. Track laying won't even start until early next year, supposedly. The latest calculations to do this project are $135 billion and rising. Completion date? Sometime in the next decade, and maybe not even then. Long ago, most normal people would have concluded this fiasco should be abandoned. But sensible thinking from pyramid-loving politicians and folks who just plain hate cars and planes has been conspicuously absent. In fact, the California legislature is planning to provide $20 billion for the financially and managerially challenged California High-Speed Rail Authority that is in charge of this scheme. The funds will come from the state's convoluted cap-and-trade program that makes emitters of greenhouse gases buy pollution credits. The catch is that the authority will only get $1 billion a year from this legislation over the next 20 years. Meanwhile, the Trump administration is wisely clawing back $4 billion of allocated funds on the grounds the authority defaulted on the original terms. In other words, it lied on estimates of time and costs. Moreover, from the get-go, changes were made in plans for political reasons. Desperate for money, the rail authority is plotting to lease to real estate developers some of the land it sees by eminent domain. Another scam to get money is to build solar facilities that would not only provide electricity for the train, but also to sell to private commercial customers. You want to bet that if this undertaking happens, it would be a big money loser. It's long past time to derail this fiscal fiasco. I'm Steve Forbes. Thanks for listening. Do send in your comments and suggestions. I look forward to being with you soon again.